Hi, welcome back to Brush Up Your Game. I'm David, and today, Jessica Jones. When I think about Jessica Jones, the last thing I think about is balance. But yet, in Marvel United, she's actually a very balanced character. Um, yeah, kind of a cool sculpt. Really like what she brings, and she's got 5 movement, 4 heroic, and 5 punch tokens or punch actions on her cards, which leads to this like, okay, hey, she's decent here. The thing that disappoints me, that brings her down for me, is her 3 specials are all single icon specials, and 2 of them are moves. It makes her tough to really like be great. Um, you know, here cards that she brings to the table that I like. Move punch, always a solid card, going to help yourself, help out the next player. Double punch, also good late game, good for taking out henchmen along the way. Double heroic, also a great opening card, and move heroic, also very solid. But then she brings in the single punch, the single heroic, the single move, and that's just a tough set of cards that if that's your opening hand, you're kind of playing draw by draw by draw. Again, it's unlikely that that's your opening hand, but it can be. Cards I like: Psionic Protection. It's special. You may draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. Solid ability, not the best, but if she's taken damage, and she's likely to be in a position where she can take damage, drawing until you have cards, go up to 3, certainly useful. It means if you combo her with characters like Wolverine, like Beast, these healer characters, you don't need to have a healing location as one of your spots. Or if that healing location has a threat card that isn't necessary for you to remove, you don't have to rush to go get it. So she can be part of a team that works that way. She also can be part of a like an anti Mystique, anti Ronin. These characters that depend on KOs. Uh, Anti Sabretooth team. She's got use there. Now, I'm going to skip over Private Investigator. I want to come back to that. Uh, but Expert Detective. This is a cool card. Reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck. Gain wild tokens equal to the movement number written on it. This feels like a risk, right? It feels like, okay, I'm just going to look and maybe I get 0, right? Because that's always a possibility. Maybe I get 5. But if you combo her with the right type of characters, and what do I mean by the right type of characters? Black Widow. Look at the next Master Plan card, leave it on top, put it on the bottom. That's a very easy combo. There's also location cards where you can look at the top Master Plan card, leave it on the top, move it to the bottom. If you know what it is, you can set up the previous characters, can set up Jessica for her turn to use this card. And yeah, you're still going to have to account for that high movement. But high movement, Jessica Jones, you're getting a lot of wilds out of it, which can really help. This is the card that mitigates all of the less than optimal cards that she has. And I think that that's the counterplay here. This card could easily have been a blank. Now, I say all of that, and there are characters, villains, that you really shouldn't use Jessica Jones against. Thinking like Juggernaut, Rhino, a lot of characters who will use cards like move to the location with a hero, move to the next clockwise, move to the next counterclockwise location with a hero. Those cards don't have a number written on it. She wouldn't get any tokens from that. So what you want is characters with the most big numbers. I haven't done all the statistics on that, but you can look at the villain and you can go, oh, okay, these are some with possibilities. I can put her in there. So this very, very strong card. Almost a character I'd recommend for the new solo play, just because of the potential here. The gain 3, or draw until you have 3 cards, also potentially good. Private Investigator, not bad. Reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck, and you can move to any location. You're looking, you get foreknowledge, and you can move there to take damage, to get in the way, to block, or you can make sure you're not in the way. You also get to punch when you're done. Plus, you have action symbols from the previous player and whatever tokens you have. This is really, I like this card in the beginning of the game. I think this lets Jessica get halfway across the board, start dealing with a threat over there, saves a bunch of movement. And, you can save it for late game as well. But if I see this in my hand to start, I'm going, okay, I'm playing this right away. I'm getting across the board and I'm dealing with something. It's just the way I like to play. I want to go gutsy. I want to go aggressive. I want to start taking problems out. And if I have it, I can use it. I'm not going to save it for later, even though it's useful later. I can use this and go get to the villain and deal damage to the villain. That's a great card to have. Very few players, very few player characters, that's the way I wanted to say that, have the ability to move anywhere they want. Some players can move one space, some can move 2 spaces, some can just move adjacent. But you're looking at characters like Storm, who can move anywhere. And Storm does it better, but Jessica does a lot of other things well too. So Jessica, I like her. She's well balanced. She's got good potential. She can get a whole bunch of wild tokens. If you have a token generator, like from Guardians of the Galaxy, she works really well there. My biggest hope is that her skill set lets her be a very effective character against Purple Man. I hope that works. That's my thematic hope. So, all right. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.